I'm going to show you how to do keyword research in Semrush like a pro. I'm not just going to sit here and run you through all the basics of keywords and just give you a quick tour of all the screens in the Semrush research tool, like every other tutorial video on YouTube. I actually want to show you how I use it as a professional and how you can use it to get real SEO results for your business. So by the end of this video, you'll understand how to use Semrush to understand what keywords to go after and what to avoid, what all the data and the features mean within the tool, how you can use that information, and the real juicy tricks that top professional SEOs are using to find the best hidden keywords that your competitors are missing. Let's jump straight in. So before we get to Semrush, I just want to explain a little bit about keywords, because this is where people go wrong right from the off. Basically, there's three real types of keywords that you've got to think about. There's the first one, which is sort of called head keyword. And this is where people go really wrong, because think about it. Let's say you own a car dealership or something like that. Most people would start and think, well, I want to rank for car. Now, that's a head keyword. And if you type the word cars into Google, it comes up with all sorts of different things. It comes up with top stories and news about car manufacturers. It comes up with used cars salesman. It comes up with Reddit threads about cars for car enthusiasts. It's a very broad search term that someone's searching for cars. Are they looking to buy a car? Are they looking for just information about it? Are they looking to learn how to fix them? Are they looking to join Reddit threads? Are they looking for news about the car industry? It doesn't really say much about it. And while it might have really high keyword volume and look like a great thing to rank for, firstly, it's probably going to be very competitively. Secondly, it's probably a bit kind of mixed in terms of what someone's looking for. So from there, you would go into the sort of second set of keywords, which are called body keywords. And that would be something like, it would be something a little more descriptive about what someone was looking for. So it might be used cars. And when you start hitting on used cars, then you're going to get a much more defined search result, and the intent for what someone is searching for is much clearer, and the intent about what people are searching for is really important, which we'll get to in a little bit. But you can start to see now, you're going to start to see only used car sales and dealerships in the local area, basically. Great. It's got rid of all that sort of excess noise that we don't really care about ranking for our used car dealership. Now we might want to go into the third and an even easier but harder to find set of keywords to rank for. And this is something called long tail keywords. And this might be something used cars, or used red car, or even better, used red Ford car in Brighton. You can see how long this keyword has become now. It's become 6 words long. And it's become really defined. Yes, there won't be huge millions of people looking for it, but it's a really defined search term that we can really understand the intent about what someone's looking for. They're looking for exactly that thing, right? And when you search that, you get even more refined results. So when you're doing your keyword research, keep that in mind. Are you just bunging in a head term and thinking, well, I'll just rank for cars? Are you trying to go for a more sort of body term, which I guess is probably quite highly commercial, and one of your real competitive money pages that you're trying to rank, which might take a long time? Or are we looking at long tail keywords, which are going to be much more defined about what someone's looking for, who they are, where they are, even down to the color of something, that we're going to stand a much better chance of ranking for because they're harder to find and less people are chasing after such specific things? And long tail keywords make up the vast majority of searches on Google, and there's millions and billions of choices out there that there's still plenty available for any business to go after. Okay, so let's dive into Semrush, and we're going to want to go down into the keyword overview tool. This is where we're going to start our research, basically. And what I like to do is I do like to start with the head or even a body, probably the body keyword, to sort of kick things off and get the ball rolling, right? So I don't really want to do used car dealerships or something. I want to do something, maybe a service, let's say like oven cleaning. And you could put a whole list of keywords in there to look at, but really I just want to give you a tour of what one keyword looks like. Okay. So we've searched for our body keyword there, oven cleaning, and we can start to get some data on that information. This is a really important starting step to understanding all the stuff in Semrush and how we can use it to our advantage to improve our rankings. So you've got volume. Okay, what does that mean? Well, that quite simply means that 5,400 people are searching this keyword every month, and we can see the little flag there. in the UK. Remember, that's important per month, that number is. And we can change from the UK here. We can go to the United States, Australia, pick any country in the world to see data on that country. We can also see the keyword difficulty, another really important thing. There's no point in going after stuff that's really impossible to rank for because it's too difficult for most websites, right? 41%. So it's possible. In my experience, 41% means you've probably got to have some decent level of SEO, sort of juice and rankings already to rank for that over time. But as it says here, it's a competitive keyword to rank for. You'll need well-structured and unique content. So it's not going to be impossible with a good SEO strategy to start ranking for actually this head keyword, although it might take a little while. It's definitely going to take a little while if you've got a new website. We can also see the global volumes. So if you're interested in actually, I don't mind traffic from all over the world. You can see there's nearly 30,000 people a month searching for this term. So there's a lot of traffic there just on that one keyword. And remember, people are going to search this in so many different ways that there's going to be millions of searches available. The intent, now there's several intents. The main ones are sort of informational and commercial. Commercial is this person's looking to find a brand or a service and they're looking to buy something. So oven cleaning, Semrush really thinks this is a commercial term. Someone's looking to buy something to do with oven cleaning, whether it's a service or a product. Informational could come up there where people are just looking, they're just researching information, slightly higher up the marketing funnel, looking for information about a problem or just trying to educate themselves on something. So that's important in terms of the type of content you're going to create. So oven cleaning, we're not going to probably create a blog page about oven cleaning to target this particular search term. It's probably going to be a service or a product page that we want to rank for this. Okay, if it's informational, then we would look at creating blog content to support that keyword. You can see the trend over time that it sort of goes up and down through the year. Maybe in sort of September, October, people start looking for oven cleaning for their before Christmas or something. And CPC, cost per click, this is actually from sort of Google Ads. This is how much people are sort of need to bid to get a click. So every time someone clicks from Google Ads, it's roughly costing 0.70 cents to get a click on the keyword oven cleaning, which is actually pretty low. You can see this spiral upwards of $5, $10, $20 for really competitive terms. But that's a really useful metric as terms of how valuable this keyword could be if you rank it organically in terms of conversions and revenue for a business. And competitive density as well as how many people are competing in the ads section for that as well. Don't need to worry too much about that. As you scroll down the page, you now get into some better things. This is where we really want to look. Keyword ideas. We've got keyword variations. We can start to see a little snapshot of what people are searching for and the total volume, 370,000 in the UK per month, people searching around oven cleaning terms. We can see other different ones. We've got oven cleaning near me, which suggests, okay, we've got another commercial term, a local SEO term, people looking for stuff in their local area. We've got how to clean an oven, which is going to be more informational. So we can see there's going to be a lot of mix of stuff in here, and we can start to see the volumes and the difficulty and stuff, which looks pretty attractive to me. And also we've got questions. This is a great section in Semrush because you can literally just go in here, pick out these questions, and just start writing content to answer them. Super easy. And then we've got keyword strategy, which we'll get to in a little bit, but that can actually help you create your content strategy and your topical authority strategy a bit more automatically through Semrush. Scroll down the page as well, you can start to see competitors and look at the sort of links you're going to need and things like that, but that's not important for now. So what I would do from here is I would go straight into the keyword ideas section because I just want to start collecting. I'm all about topical authority, so I want to make sure I'm covering the subject of oven cleaning as in-depth as possible, which means I want to be collecting up all those high volume keywords, even if we don't necessarily have a chance of ranking for them immediately. I want to be collecting them up and getting them in my strategy because long term that's going to give juicy traffic. And then I want to pair that with some sort of middle and lower down keywords that are going to be much easier to rank for, but they might be a little bit harder to spot in the sort of mess of keywords and things that are going on the internet. So this stage of it is pretty easy. And let's say actually we've already built our sort of main service pages and stuff around Oven. What we're looking to do is build blog content. We're looking to build traffic higher up the funnel, middle and top of funnel, and we want to build out our topical authority to support our main money pages, basically our main service pages. So I'm kind of ignoring a lot of these commercial terms, as we said before, and I'm really looking for informational terms that are going to be great for a blog section. Now, straight away, you can see how to clean an oven. Now, I'm going to definitely click on that, and I've already actually set up a little list, but you can create a new keyword list, and I've set up an oven cleaning list there, and I can just go and start adding that into my keyword list really easily. You can see how to clean an oven, 2,500 volume, how to clean oven. It's basically the same question, but people are just too lazy to write an oven, so they just write how to clean oven, or how to clean ovens, plural even is probably in there. They're both got 2,500 searches a month. So actually, when you think like, okay, actually, if I group these terms up, that's nearly 5,000 searches a month for that same question. Basically, you don't need to write content how to clean an oven, how to clean an oven. You would just write for how to clean an oven, and it would pick both up. The keyword difficulty is different for some reason, but I'm pretty sure the search results are going to be pretty much the same. If you're never sure about the information and the data, because it's not always accurate, always go and check stuff on Google and SERP itself so you can see what it actually looks like and see how correct it is. Now, if I was just building for my own websites, I'd probably just select how to clean an oven and forget about all the similar stuff, because I'm kind of like, yeah, there's enough there. I've validated it enough with my own eyes. If I'm building keyword research for a business or a company that needs data to validate and they want to see the projections and all that sort of thing, then I'm probably going to group up a lot of these keywords to get a really better picture of the total volume that's there. So at the moment, let's go and group up some of these keywords, that everything looks good in these high volumes. So how to clean an oven, self-cleaning oven, automatic cleaning oven, that could go in, although that could be a little bit commercial, but you could write blog posts around self-cleaning ovens. Best way to clean an oven, that would probably be similar to the how to. How can I clean my own oven? Cleaning a microwave oven with a lemon, this is great. Cleaning an oven without self-clean. You get the idea. This stuff's pretty easy. How to clean oven glass. You can just go through and start picking out these keyword terms and trying to avoid your sort of commercial terms. How to clean oven racks. That's another great search term. Straight away, this is actually a great niche because there's so many questions that people have about this stuff that you can just go through and start just collect up all these keywords that look of interest to you that you could easily write content on, that are in the sort of oven cleaning tutorial sector basics niche basically. There's loads of different tricks and tips that people are searching on the internet. That's great. That's really easy to understand. Once you've sort of exhausted this bit, you can start playing around with the settings and the filters. One thing I like to do straight away is look for low difficulty keywords, because sometimes these can get ignored by a lot of companies because the volume might look low. But actually, if you go through and start grouping up these long tail, easy, low difficulty keywords, you can start to see that volume grow quite quickly. For example, companies might ignore that, oh, only 90 searches a month, it's not worth my time. For me, I'm like, okay, actually, if we group up cost of oven cleaning, oven clean cost, boom, boom, that's getting us 200 searches a month already. Oven cleaning prices, 310 searches a month. Oven cleaning service cost, all of these are great, oven cleaning cost, all this sort of stuff. We're already at nearly 1,000 searches a month on these really easy keywords. You can see another 590. There we go. We've got another one. Boom. We're going to get to 2, 3, 4,000. This is going to provide a lot of search traffic for a website. And it looks like a lot of people are ignoring this for some reason. Maybe because the difficulty and the volumes look low, but actually they're really quite attractive. And you can get a bit lost in these long tail keywords, because now we've got a lot of towns and cities and long tails that I'm not really interested in for my blog section, but I would be interested in if I was building out local SEO strategies for these certain places. All right. So you have to, again, you can start using the filters to exclude keywords or include keywords and start playing around with the filters there. But that's one way that I would go and find really easy to rank for keywords to add to my strategy. You can do it again here. You can go through and just select that keyword difficulty and volumes based on whatever you want. Okay. And there's also, we can go then and look at questions. Questions are great because you just sit there and write the answers to them. And again, just go and rack up these questions. Again, we'll change the setting, probably start with volume rather than keyword difficulty in this filter here. How to clean a microwave oven. I mean, we've got a lot of these already because actually a lot of people were searching these on the main. But again, we can just go and collect up as many questions as we want. If you want the full set of data, then go and grab everything that looks good. If you're like, we've already kind of got that question in a different format, because again, long tail keywords, people kind of type them in different ways, but they're kind of answering the same, they're asking the same question and getting the same results. Again, if you're not sure if it's the same thing, go and look on the SERP to see what's being served. Just go and collect a load more of this stuff up. I'm doing it a bit randomly here. I'd be a bit more selective if I was doing this for a full strategy. How often should you clean your oven? That's great. Okay, so I mean, we've got a lot of stuff here, but the trap that a lot of people fall into now is they're like, great, we've got all this stuff, but they've only ever thought about keywords with oven cleaning in them. They haven't really expanded anywhere beyond that. And in some niches, that can be really restrictive, especially in difficult competitive areas. You can very quickly run into walls of like, there's lots of difficult stuff. It's going to be hard to rank for that. There's not that many long tails that I like the look of. They're too commercial or they're too informational for what I'm trying to do. So I'm kind of stuck. There isn't anything else, but there is always something else. So what I would like to do, so the next thing I would do would be to use, and you might have heard this, it's sort of a Reddit keyword trick, and use Reddit for my inspiration. And people always tell you, oh, use Reddit for your inspiration for your content. That's great. For SEO, you might want to use Reddit in tandem with a keyword tool to get a bit more data to back your decisions. So what you do is you go to the domain overview section of Semrush, and again you can see Reddit gets 1.3 billion search traffic. That's going to be handy. We go down again, you can see all the domain statistics. We're not worried about them for Reddit. We go down to organic keyword, and it's going to bring up all the keywords that Reddit ranks for, which is cool. Again, we can use the same filters of volume and difficulty, but obviously this is quite messy, right? I don't really care about YouTube, Facebook, Pornhub, Word. Like, those aren't relevant to me right now. So just go up into this filter section and type in your sort of head keyword again, and it might well come up with a lot of the stuff. Now, I also like to just get rid of all positions and go to just organic positions, so that we're getting rid of some of the like sort of questions and AI overviews and things that I don't really want to look at right now. And you see, you've got here. With Reddit and stuff, I like to start at number one, because not so much anymore, because Google does favor Reddit and forums. But if there's a forum post ranking high in Google, then it's often a sign that there's probably a good chance that other content can rank in there as well. Or you can start pushing your sort of brand in through these Reddit forums, or start ranking on Reddit as well using Parasite SEO. But that's a whole other chat. So straight away, actually, we've got kind of a cool thing that we didn't spot easily before. Can you use oven cleaner on an air fryer? Okay, it's not directly cleaning an oven, but it's pretty related. You know, actually, a lot of oven cleaning companies will clean other things in a kitchen. They'll clean microwave. They'll probably clean air fryers for people now. So that's kind of like, that's a potential one. Self-cleaning oven with an oven cleaner. Yeah, great stuff. That's a real problem that people are trying to understand in their heads. Can you use oven cleaner on baking trays? We've got so many great questions in here right now. Pink stuff oven cleaning, that's probably a bit commercial, although maybe people are looking for reviews and information on if it's any good. Best oven cleaning projects, yeah, that's a great one. Oven cleaner, vinegar, baking soda. Again, you can just go through and pick out these great keywords from Reddit, basically, and you know, actually you can start to see other things that people are talking about. Bosch oven, but this one, like microwave oven cleaning with vinegar, I might say, like, actually, I don't need to be just thinking about ovens. Yeah, I didn't think I could actually be talking about microwave cleaning, and then you can start into another area, another selection of keywords. Microwave cleaning hack, that's good stuff. Microwave cleaning probably might be informational. Lemon in microwave, you know, there's loads of stuff here. And you can even go, if we go back to oven cleaning in this Reddit section, you can then start filtering it down by keyword difficulty again. Maybe we can go and look for the easiest keywords about oven cleaning that's ranking Google on Reddit. Sorry, again, the cost of oven cleaning is a great one there. So, you know, that's a nice, neat trick to go and find even more ideas, particularly if you've got a few different sort of terms and head terms that you can start punching into Reddit and start filtering things through with. The next thing as well you can do is you can say, I'm just gonna do competitor research as well. Look at what your competitors are ranking for, because that's going to get you out of this headspace of like just thinking about the word oven cleaning the whole time, which is a trap that you know, I'm probably falling into right now. So go to the SERP, type in your term, pull out a competitor. Let's use Oven U here, and they've actually ranked a blog post for oven cleaning, which goes to show again, like, are people looking for services? Are they looking for how to? It's a bit of a generic term to like rank for. So we can go and pull out this website. This is a potential competitor of ours. We can go back to the domain overview like we did with Reddit, and we can start rifling through our competitors' keywords. This is always a great source of inspiration as well. Again, we can sort of see how they rank. 6.2 organic traffic. They've got 300 organic top 3 keywords to hunt down, and they're not the most authoritative website either, so there's plenty of scope for us to probably go and rank against them as well. You know, start where you want. Get used to using these different filters. Start with volume. People like to start with volume for obvious reasons. We want the highest number of searches in there. But the thing with volume when paired with a competitor is we can actually start to see that oven cleaner is a really high volume, but they rank position 70 for it. They don't rank for that, although there are reviews linked to that keyword for them. So you could go and, informational, transactional, it's not clear exactly what that keyword is going to be for, but we can start looking to see what they are ranking for. Bicarbonate of soda for oven cleaning. They accidentally probably rank for that keyword in position 33, 4.4k a month. They're accidentally sort of ranking in position 33. I love cleaning up and grabbing these sort of accidental keywords that my competitors don't even realize they're ranking for. Again, if you have your own website, just do this for your own website. Treat yourself as a competitor and think, like, what am I missing? What are my easy keywords that I should be scooping up and improving my rankings for? There's all sorts of stuff in here that we can start filtering out. They've got a lot of commercial key terms, but actually, how do induction hobs work? That might be relevant to what we're doing. Induction hob cleaning. This is opening up another whole set of keywords in my mind of like, they're talking about Arga, they're ranking for Arga. Argas, that's a type of oven. What about types of oven? Arga cleaning suddenly comes into play as well. Cost of an Arga cooker, cost of Arga cleaning, all that sort of thing. How to clean an Arga. We've just unlocked a whole load more of low difficulty keywords. They're ranking in position 60, position 23 for this because they're not directly addressed that question. Everhot versus Arga might be an interesting keyword. I'm not particularly up to date with all this the different types of oven. So there again, you can go and find these keywords easily. You can find the low difficulty keyword stuff that they're ranking for. Go and collect it up and find the stuff that your competitors are sort of ranking by accident or completely missing. Now we've got all these keywords. The question is, what do we do with them? And this is another beautiful little thing in Semrush is that it can help you start building out your strategy. So you can go to this keyword strategy builder, and if you've got a few seed keywords already, you could pop them in here. So you could go oven cleaning and try and let sort of AI, it's a bit of an AI feature that's going to sort of analyze and try and build a bit of a keyword research for you. I find this can be a bit hit and miss with some subjects. So you can also go and find your actual keyword list that we've just been building based on what we've been searching. And you can see we started off with a seed keyword in the middle here, and we ended up without a seed keyword because we were just sort of like navigating our way through the SEMrush and the different competitors and Reddit to find all these different keywords, right? So that's pretty cool. And we can start to see actually very quickly, we've got 45,650 monthly search volume potential there. Keyword difficulty of 28%, which is great. And that's only of 57 keywords. And there was a lot more to go through. But it's a lot now because we're not going to go and write one piece of content for every one of these keywords. What we need to do next is we need to cluster these words up. We need to group them up into, say, these keywords are going to go with this blog post and try and rank this page for these and this one for that and this one for that. And then we're going to put them in a nice map of how they all fit together as a topic and how they can interlink. We're not going to go fully into that today, but that's essentially what you're trying to build out, almost your keywords into different articles and topics into a nice mind map of your content, right? Now, you can do that manually. It's probably pretty obvious for something like this, but there's also plenty of tools out there that will cluster lists for you, and one of them happens to be Semrush. So we can go and hit this cluster list button, and this is what I love about Semrush. It's kind of like they've built everything into this tool for one subscription. Now, granted, it is going to be well over $100 for these subscriptions and more to use all these different features, but you could get it for a month, or you could get the week's trial or whatever they offer. Do like a year's worth of keyword research in half a day, cluster it all up, and then it's going to take you a year to go and write all that content anyway. So you don't need to be paying that monthly subscription necessarily if you're just doing it for one website or for one client or something like that. Okay, so actually this list is clustered pretty quickly, and you can see now that oven. Do you remember we had oven cleaning prices? It's clustered all those. Those were obvious to cluster. Sometimes you have so many that you're not going to do it yourself, or it's not that obvious which things should go with which. And you can see it gives us our keywords, our intent sort of skew, and our average difficulty, and more importantly, it groups them all up. And do you remember I said we were getting towards 2,000 searches very quickly? Well, for this, we don't have to guess. It's just gone and grouped all those keywords up nicely. So we've got a keyword difficulty of 3 with a volume of 1.7k, and there were probably more out there to go get. So that's immediately, we need to be creating that page about how much it costs to clean an oven. How to clean oven glass, again, nearly 5k volume, great. We just collected up all those keywords. They're all around the same sort of subject. And you can see the list of subjects here. I'm not going to go through them all, but you can see the volume. How to clean an oven is got to be gone after nearly 15k from just the quick words we clustered up there. Now at the bottom there's an important section because there's non-clustered. These might be like just one-off keywords that we found and we didn't go and find anything else relevant to them, or maybe there just weren't enough data behind them. But don't be afraid just because they're non-clustered. I mean, how do induction bobs? Probably not quite relevant to what we're talking about. Clean an oven with a dishwasher tablet, 590 volume. We might well go after that, and there might be other keywords to just go and check before we start writing that content, or to go and delve a little bit deeper, right? You can also see this all by a table. So we can go and see all of our keywords again in the nice table that we had as well. One thing I like about this is we can either use even more Semrush tools and send it to create a brief or create content, because that's what we're going to do next. We're going to start creating briefs. We're going to start writing content. The nice thing about this is you can export this to a spreadsheet and it will come up a little bit like this. Now, again, this is not that much different to the data we've just seen on Semrush, but it does have this nice little feature as well. And as well, if you're working with clients who prefer things in, or you're working, or you're trying to validate this idea, or you like working in spreadsheets, you can get these pivot charts that, again, it's kind of like the visualization we had in Semrush, but you can kind of group things up and start moving keywords, start sort of building your clusters in spreadsheets as well. Some people prefer to run their strategies in spreadsheets. I do it sometimes. So you could actually start pulling this information together, seeing it a bit more individually. That's just a nice little feature that you can use as well if you just want to export everything out of Semrush and start working with that data in another way, or import it somewhere else, or build things elsewhere. So that's it really. That's the process that you can use to start building really great keyword research. From here, you've got your clusters. You can go and say, great, check them all through, and then start saying, well, these are all relevant topics. We're going to write all this content. It's going to interlink together, and it's going to sit below our oven cleaning service page and support it and drive traffic up our funnel of our website to that. It's really that easy. Go and create briefs and get the content written however you like and get it published on your website.